Guruji, the words Sarvajna and Sarvavit, are they relevant in today's, what you taught us today's class?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So, we can make it relevant. And so, anyway, Hariji is asking that question. There are, just now I said, if you know Brahman, you know the world. Kasminnu Bhagave Vijnati, you know the essence of the universe. But you don't know the details. Okay, you don't know the detail. I still won't know how to cook. I still won't know Japanese, Chinese language. Nothing. I won't know anything. So that is the difference between knowing Brahma as the essence of the world is Sarvajñatvam. That person is called a Sarvajñaha. Sarvam Janati iti Sarvajñaha. But then knowing all the specific, all the details, everything, that is only Ishvara. That is called Sarvavit. That entity is called Sarvavit. Sarvam Veti iti Sarvavit. So, okay, you can bring those two words. That's important to know. That's why I said, if you know this truth, then can I know Sanskrit? No, you can't just end up knowing Sanskrit. So that's what Hariji is asking. Thank you,
Okay.
Hariji.
Thank you, Guruji. Hari Om.
Satish, Prema, then Prasad.
Namaste, Guruji. After a long time I attended because I was on tour and all that. Okay.
Yeah, I saw
You,
some notes from you and picture,
yeah,
and you've been to many places, including
yeah,
Rishikesh Ashram. Yeah,
correct. On Shivratri day we were there.
correct, correct. Very good.
Okay. You mentioned about 2:12, that mantra that is also repeated in Bhuma Vidya, Chandogya 7th chapter and 25th chapter there. Sayeva, Dastat, Sapuristat, Sapastat, Sapurastat, and all that.
Uh,
Sadakshinataha, Sautarataha, all that comes.
correct,
Same thing is conveyed there.
correct. Bhuma Vidya.
Yeah, Bhuma Vidya. That mentioned there.
Mantra number?
Mantra number 1, 25th chapter, 7th adhyaya.
So is it what? 725 1?
Yes.
Okay, correct. 725 1. Okay.
I just want to bring reference. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Premaji, go ahead.
Guruji, you raised the question about where does this, we search a lot, and where does this all lead to? And that sense of disappointment or a feel of letdown is a feeling that comes over. You study one thing and another angle turns up and it's described in different ways, etc. And you just mentioned it right now. That's exactly how it is done. So the comprehension is very clear. I don't know if Mahesh ji is here in the class today, but during Abhyasa, he had raised a very, very similar question with also with reference to Samanadikarana of Upasanayam. So I was just wondering if he's there, it would have been a good question, and we are all looking for that answer. Me too, because like you said, it's a lot of words, it's a lot of explanations, it's a lot of descriptions. So where does this all lead to? It does lead to, like while we are coming here, at the end of it, you said that if the whole thing is just Brahman, then the rest of it is just trying to explain how we get there, what it is. So if something does not relate to my goal of moksha and nothing matters, then other things don't matter. Huh? And then all other things have no interest and I'm not associated with the world. So what is it that I'm searching here, or that I think was what Maheshji asked that day, saying that And also it was accelerated by some Swamiji saying, if you're not understood from the first teaching or the first Upanishad, there is no chance you're going to ever get it. So that sort of gave the feeling that is it a wild goose chase? What are we doing? So you addressed it today. I'm not probably putting it in the proper way, but could you shed some light on it?
Yeah. So I have not completed the discussion. That is part of what I was going to say today. If I had a few more minutes in class, and I'll mention it next class also. So we shouldn't say this journey, when I get deeper and deeper into this journey, I will lose interest in others. That is not a correct statement to say, because it appears also as if I have become disinterested and I am withdrawing myself, and I'm depressed. Even the depressed person is disinterested in a lot of things. Okay, so it is not like that. In fact, I see all Mahatmas, they are so cheerful. They express interest in everything, in fact. But that interest is because of the joy. It's all a leela out there, and I am part of the world. And so they distinguish between that I am Atma versus I am a person, and I am now talking to you as a person. Brahman is not talking to Brahman. A person is talking to another person. Now I have to know how to talk to another person. I have to be there. My presence of mind is required, and it has to be a very fruitful conversation. So how can I say I lose interest? I can't say I lose interest. The interest will still be there. But that thing, I have to do something in order to make myself better. That idea is gone. That idea is not there. That matlabi, they say in Hindi. Really, it's not there. It should not be there. Ideally, that because everything is mithya now, and everything is accomplished. Krita krityaha. Once I know myself as the cause of the universe and the essence of the universe, that is such a big statement, Premaji. It is a statement, but if I know it, it is no longer a statement. It is, I'm staring at a fact. And I can't even talk about it to others, right? Who will understand this? Good thing is nobody needs to understand this. I have to understand it. That's all. It is meant for me. Moksha is for me, not for somebody else. Losing interest means what? It means it is not the type of interest that I used to have before. Before I had to check off all these things. Did I go to Bali? Did I go to Niagara Falls? Did I see Alaska? Did I see this? Did I see that? Did I see this? I had to check off because I'm retired and I have some money, to spend. So I had to check before. That was how my goal was. Now it is all optional.
Bucket list.
Optional. I can go wherever I want. Wherever I want. Or I don't have to go. Nothing. None of that makes an essential difference in my life. It doesn't mean I've lost interest and all. It means, I don't want to use that language. That's all I'm saying. Be careful how we say it. It's okay. You are all going. Okay. If I'll think about it. I'll think about it. If I have time, I'll join you.
So the value of these things
That is
drop.
different. That is different from saying, no, I'm totally disinterested in all these things. No, there's no interest is not lost anywhere. But that kind of raga is there. That raga that used to bite me. Raga has fangs. Like the snake has fangs. Raga has fangs. What is the fang? The fang is, if I don't fulfill the desire, there is always something in my heart. I have not done it. I have not done it. Look, they all went. All my friends, all my classmates went to a cruise. I could have gone. I missed that opportunity. For years it will nag me. Correct? That is gone. That will not be there. That will not be there. Okay, I'll join you guys. Alright, this time I have to pass. Let's see. I know it's a great opportunity, But let's see, I have to be at home with my father. That's it. Account is settled. I think this is a great trip. I should have come with you. I really want to come with you, but I can't. Done. Account is closed right there. Please send me the photographs. I want to see all of you having fun in the cruise. Over. See, that is what I'm saying. I'm saying we should be careful. Losing interest, we have to be careful how we understand it. That's all I'm saying.
Would you say what I valued fell off? It has no more value.
Correct. It doesn't have any value in the sense that it used to have before.
Guruji, can we also say that I don't have any more bucket lists?
Any more? What was the last word?
Bucket lists.
Bucket list. Okay, bucket list.
Because all those things which I wanted to see, I have not done it, but it is in my bucket list. When I get a chance, I will do it. So
Correct.
now
There
I
will be
say I don't have any more bucket list.
See, Hariji, a Mahatma can have a bucket list also, need not have a bucket list. The question is the person a victim of that list or not a victim of the list? That is what I will ask you.
Okay,
That
okay,
is why it
okay,
is hard to describe a Mahatma. It is impossible to describe. Sthita
okay.
pragyasya ka bhasha. That is what Arjuna wants to know. Tell me something. How can you say? You can't
Yeah,
say. You can't define a Mahatma by all these words and actions. Actions do
yeah.
not define a person.
हो गया तो ठीक है, नहीं हो गया तो भी ठीक है. I don't
Correct.
have it.
Correct. If I get an opportunity to go to Bali with somebody, I want to go. That's okay. That's
Yeah,
fine. But if I die away without going to Bali, that also is okay.
that is also हो गया तो भी ठीक है, नहीं हो गया तो भी ठीक है.
That is why we can't give these categorical answers. That means they don't have a bucket list. No, no, no. Don't go far that far. Okay, if that helps you understand initially, it's okay. But later
Yeah,
on, you should don't put that bucket list in your bucket list. Okay.
okay, okay, okay.
जो ज्ञानी है उसमें जो आकांक्षा भी नहीं होती कि ये होता तो अच्छा होता, आकांक्षा
Correct.
ही नहीं है,
नहीं है. Correct.
वो
Correct.
उठता ही नहीं है,
Correct.
है ना?
When I used to have, I mean, conversations with Swamiji's, we have all the time. And I used to express some kind of a shock at something. And I expect that person also to be shocked. Then I used to wonder, how come Swamiji is not shocked at this? They don't like what happened. Okay, they also don't like what happened. But what can you do? Being shocked about it is what? Shock doesn't produce any result other than increased BP. Okay, but what do you do next? That is the question. Can we do next, or we can't do anything about it? That is how the thinking process is. So very interesting. It is.
And Guruji Pranam.
Yeah, Yogi ji. No, wait. Prasad after the Yogi ji. Unless your question is related, we are going in an order.
Yes, same means he told that Sthit Prajna cannot be known by his action.
Okay, known by action. That's what you're saying.
Yes, you told that he will not be known by action. So this I could not understand.
You do not understand it. Yeah. See. Nachiketa is asking Yama, Anyatra dharmat, anyatra dharmat. Yattat pashyasi tadvada. Tell me that which is beyond dharma and adharma. And then Nachiketa gets that teaching from Yama Dharmaraja. That means what? That means now this Brahma Jnanam, Dharma is Brahma, Adharma also is Brahma. And sometimes they ask, in Bhagavad Gita there is a famous statement, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Give up all dharmas and then surrender to me. This is a ripe statement for all philosophies, all philosophers to come and talk about. Because now, what do you mean by give up all dharma? Look at Krishna. Krishna is making people irresponsible by saying, give up all dharma, all ethics you give up, surrender to me. Let them come and talk to me about that. They will try to put words in my mouth. No, not like that. Sarva dharman parityajya. Mamekam sharanam vada. Yet he has to go and fight this war. That is dharma or not? It is Arjuna's dharma only. After all this teaching, he is ready to do the job that he was originally ready to do. Nothing changed in Arjuna's life. Did anything change? Did his job become easier? Did he do a different job? Nothing. Everything is the same. But now what? Now there is some certainty about what he or she has to do. And I know what I should do. And assuming Arjuna is wise, or not wise, it's all, there's some debate and all, but that doesn't matter. Eventually Arjuna is a wise person. And so the Arjuna wise person, Arjuna unwise person, two people are fighting. Now tell me, how can you use the action to define the person? Which person is wise? You can't make out, because unwise Arjuna also is fighting and wise Arjuna also is fighting. What is the difference? You cannot use action to judge a person. Even though action speaks louder than voice, let that be aside. Even though that is there, action is very important. It is critical. What we do is so important. Dharma is so important for our own growth. But when it comes to jnanam, dharma itself you don't know. But jnanam, so action and jnanam, there is no connection at all. No connection at all. A Mahatma should be doing A, B, C, D. No Mahatma will agree to that statement. Because now you are defining the Mahatma by all these actions. Even though, if the Mahatma is associated with a particular ashram, they will do certain duties. They are given, as part of the sannyasa, they are given certain duties. That duties belong to the ashrama. It doesn't belong to me, the Atma. So it's a big topic.
Go vidhi, go nisheda.
And at the same time, the Mahatma is not bound by dharma and adharma. Punyam papam is not there for a Mahatma. But still, the person, even if the person hurts somebody else, let's say kills another person, nothing happens to the Mahatma. Really, Atma Jnani, nothing can affect a person. That person maybe go to jail also, possible, because the law has to work. But he may say, I did it in self-defense. If the law doesn't understand that, what can I do? It is my karma. My karma means this jiva's karma to be in jail for some time. Extreme example, in jail for some time, and I am unaffected by all these things. Mahatma will say that, unaffected, totally unaffected. Whether I get bail or not, it doesn't matter. I have done my job. Something he might say. So you can't define. Even there you can't define a Mahatma, whether the Mahatma is in jail or not in jail. Also you can't use that fact to determine Mahatma's status. That is why they say a jnani is impossible to understand. Impossible. Nobody can understand a Mahatma. What is that shloka? Kathorani.
Kusumadapi.
Means
That one only.
Vajradapi kathorani mriduni kushmadapi lokottaranam chetanshi konu vigyatum arhati.
Konu vijnatum arhati. How you can measure Mahatma? By the words you can figure out? By actions you can figure out? No. Konu vijnatum arhati. That is the truth.
So like this, we can explain what Parasar Rishi did in Mahabharata with the small girl, because this was the question. It was haunting me how a Mahatma like Parasar Rishi can do.
Correct. Correct. Same thing. The rest of the world is affected, but he's not affected.
Mm.
Rest of the world doesn't understand at all. They will just look at things with their own eyes, little thing, and then get affected and comments, judgments, this, that, he's this, she's that, and all that. Okay, keep going, keep doing it.
And Guruji, this Sarvadharman Parityaj, it is there in Mahabharata also, na? Bhishma Upadesa Tyaj Dharmam Adharmam Cha. This is also there in Mahabharata.
With one, Janami Dharmam, Janamya Dharmam.
No, no.
Ah,
Tyaj Dharmam
oh,
Adharmam Cha.
Ube
Ubhe Satya Krite. Yeah,
give
this is
up
this
dharma and adharma, and give up that by which you give up dharma and adharma. Correct? Yena tyajaji tadapi tyaja. That is it. That is it. That shows, even to understand this will take a little time, not difficult to understand. But that being the case, how can action determine a Mahatma? Please tell me. No. We look for actions. Human being by nature looks for actions. Words. Kaisa baat kar raha hai ye? What kind of things he does? We so compassionate. Look. Like that we are looking for something. But Mahatma, you try to look, you can't find anything. You will get confused. We will get confused if you judge a Mahatma by actions. What did they say? Forgot this. You emulate the qualities of a Mahatma, not the actions of a Mahatma. Actions don't emulate. Actions don't emulate because their world is different. They may do things which will confuse you. Don't emulate their actions. But values, compassion, and generosity, and things like that, assertiveness, courage, you emulate those values. Emulate those values. But don't copycat actions. Yeah, that's how it is.
There's a statement that leave as Krishna said.
One second. Yogi ji, am I clear?
Yes. Means for the action in normal people, those who are not in this Atma Jnana line, they do the judge by the action only, especially in this material world.
Look, this
But
is not
for the
difficult.
Mahatma, it's not.
Correct. But look at this. You enter a multi-speciality hospital. At that point, the patient just surrenders to the system, right? And you do whatever they ask you to do. You don't ask why should I sit here? Why are you asking me to open my mouth? What is this? What is that? Turn around this way for the x-ray, this, that. They do all kinds of things they do. And gupchip, not one word this guy speaks, correct? Blindly follow what they say. Why? Because there is no connection between, I have no idea what they are doing and yet I need their help. So you just blindly follow. No, he made me did this, he pushed me this side, he could have been a little more this. Okay, all that you can do, but finally you don't know anything. The patient knows nothing about what is going on inside this building. Doctor comes and says something and walks away, then nurse says something. Blindly you have to follow. Because it's an area where you don't understand. Same thing here also. Brahma Vidya also is like that. Don't blindly follow. Open your ears and listen and understand. But the jnani, how can a ajnani understand a jnani? How? Just because he is a human being, I am a human being. He is a male, I am a male. He is my relative, I am his relative. Okay, good. So much commonality is there. But guess what? There's a very big difference between these two people. And the difference is one knows Brahma, one doesn't know Brahma. That makes a world of difference. Correct? World of difference. That person's drishti is different, this person's drishti is different. Therefore, this ajnani cannot be convinced, and a jnani will not be affected by anything. That's all. Thank you, Yogiji. Meera Narayanan.
Namaste, Guruji. Purushaha evedam vishwam. I was just thinking about it. With respect to whatever is vyavaharika, it's easy to understand, like, the essence. Everything, the names and forms, like with respect to clay and pot, understanding the world as pot. But when it comes to emotions, hurt, emotions like love, empirically, what I'm talking about, sorrows, all those things, when we say, who is the, all this looks like we are giving names, right? Is my understanding right? Because it's something with respect to something else, like hurt. I recognize hurt with respect to when joy, like when I am not hurtful. So the person, whoever assumes it to be hurt, in this case, the subject object, even the subject is what I assume as a subject, and the object even is the subject which assumes also a name and form. Name, where I assumed a subject and object, like I've assumed it wrongly, right?
So the status of the subject, is it name and form? That's what you're asking.
Yeah.
And the state of this object, is it name and form?
Yeah, that I understand. Object, anything which I objectify is name and form. Now that has been understood. Now, when I am assuming something as name and form, I have to make myself as a subject in order to assume something as an object.
Correct.
So the subject, what I have assumed also is a name and form, or it has, what you're talking about, Brahman has no attributes.
So subject is also name. The status of subject also is mithya. Name and form. Why? How do you know that? In deep sleep, there is no subject. When I wake up only, I can objectify. When I wake up only, I become subject. So I take on a role of subject. So it's obviously name and form. Obviously name and form. Yeah.
Thank you, Guruji.
But the name and form is always given by the subject only.
Yeah, that is fine. That's fine. That's how the buddhi is. Paranchikani Vatirinat Swayambhu. So you have to go outward and then pick up stuff. And you can't pick up unless you give name and form.
So the assumption of something as object is done by the subject, and that subject also is an assumption in that case.
Subject also is a projection on the self. Yes.
Okay.
Subject creates Dvaita.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
That's how it works. Yeah. Prasadji, go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, I was having comment, but when Miraji asked, sorry, again, I'm going back to debate between, to make it more clear, between Sunyavadi and Shankaracharya. So he says that both subject and object are gone in Sunyavada. So because that is what is Sunya. So in the what you call conditions and something cause and effect. So here subject and object, they're all gone. So in your case also it's gone. So then Shankaracharya's answer is, see, what you are talking about, what is gone, subject and object, is the subject which Miraj is talking about. But we are talking about that Brahman which is there in the deep sleep. See, this is in the deep sleep discussion. So the subject objects are gone here, as well as in your case, there is no subject and object. So what's the difference? So the subject and object which are gone in the deep sleep is, in other words, I can say Chidabhasa is gone, in other words, but not the Purnam.
Not
So,
the Atma. Correct.
not the Atma.
Correct. That's where the difference lies between the Shunyavadi and
Punyavadi.
Advaitavadi. Yeah. Correct.
So actually, my earlier I raised my hand is only just a comment. I commend the memory of Hemavati Sankarji in conjunction with the words which are coming in the so that made me to think when she say what is that Somya. So I just thought about it, and I remember somewhere in the fire it is coming. I just remembered. So then it went into head which you described. The five Agnis, the first Agni is so, but that is Soma. So what is Somya? Then I referred back in this chapter somewhere. So in the first sloka where Agni, the sparks are coming, that's where Somya is coming.
So what is the number? Tell me.
Number 1 in this.
Vispulingaha. Yes.
Vispulingaha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back. Yeah, there it is. 1. Okay. Somya bhavaha. Okay. Tadetat satyam yatha sudiptat pavakat vispulingaha sahasrashah prabhavante sarupaha tata aksharat vividaha somya bhavaha prajayante tatra chaivapi yanti. Yeah, Hemaji's memory is very good in these matters, and she remembers the past, the slokas, beautiful things and all she recollects. So,
Thank you, Guruji. I'm happy there is still something left.
The next part also is coming, Vishpulinga.
Yeah, no, that is the beauty of it. And some people, I mean, this connection is not natural to everybody. Some people can do it, some people can't do it at all. So it takes some practice, and even I couldn't do it. It is all, when the more we study, the more we dwell in this subject, we connect it like that. But that's a gift. That's definitely a gift.
Thank you.
Good, thank you. We'll pause with that. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
Dhanyavada.